Time and again I've longed for adventure, something to make my heart beat the faster. What did I long for? I never really knew. Finding your love, I found my adventure. Touching your hand, my heart beats the faster. All that I want in all of this world is you. Promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are mine. Dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are mine. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I am so emotional to see you all here. Some of you I haven't seen since high school or a long time, but it's so special to have you all here. My mom and I are really excited to go on this trip to Ethiopia, and my mom went in 2018 to Hawassa, Ethiopia, to do Kindermusik. Oh, and with Mrs. Ringer back there, I see she went as well in 2018 to do music with children in Ebenezer Shepherding Ministries orphanages. You saw some of the pictures scrolling as you walked in, and I am so looking forward to going back with her in August, Lord willing. We will be going to Hawassa, Ethiopia, and so this is just an opportunity to look forward to that, and also an opportunity to sing. I'm so grateful tonight to have Mark Fury here. When I went to school in Arizona at GCU, my mom, I grew up, many of you know my mom is a pianist, and I grew up with her playing for me whenever I at my beck and call, which is very fun. And then I moved all the way out to Phoenix and didn't have her anymore. And when she heard Mark play, she was like, "You don't know how lucky you are. He is amazing," and it's true. He is incredible. I just mentioned to him that I was going to have a recital for, to fundraise for our trip to Ethiopia, and he was like, well, maybe I could come out and play for you. And I was hoping he'd say that, and he did, and he's here. And so we've had the best time just over the last couple of days rehearsing together, and it's just so fun. So thank you all for being here. This next song, I have some helpers coming up for this next song. These are two of my voice students. These are two of my voice students, and this song is from Shrek, the musical. Maybe you didn't know it became a Broadway musical. It's actually awesome. The music is phenomenal. And this song, it's called I Know It's Today, and it's sung by young Fiona, teenage Fiona, and adult Fiona, as it goes through her life as she is waiting on her knight in shining armor to rescue her, which we all know is Shrek.
There's a princess in a tower. Oh my gosh, that's just like me. Won't set her free. She passes time by singing like someone else I know. As years go by, she sits and waits. As years go by, a torturous existence. I don't remember this part. She wishes she were dead. Skip ahead, skip ahead. But in the end, Rapunzel finds a millionaire. The prince is good at climbing and braiding golden hair. But I know he'll appear, 'cause there are rules and there are strictures. I believe the storybooks I read by candlelight, my white knight and a steed will look just like these pictures. It won't be long now, I guarantee. Day number 23. I know it's today. I know it's today.
There's a princess in a coma, glad it's her instead of me. Pretty maiden in a glass box, how I wonder does she pee? Blah, 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 poison apple, boring, boring, evil queen. Filler, filler, in the red, that's 7 shorties on the scene. Skip ahead, skip ahead. But in the end, the princess wakes up with a start. The prince is good at kissing and melting Snow White's heart. So I know he'll appear, and his armor will be blinding, as shining as his perfect teeth and manly hose. He'll propose on one knee, and our prenup will be binding. About time we set a wedding date. Day number 958. I know it's today. He'll show up today.
There's a princess, any princess. Take your pick, they're all like me. Well, not exactly. I'm still waiting. They're out living happily ever after. Better get here. I want love in seconds flat. No one needs these middle bits. Whoops. Did I do that? Cut the villains, cut the vamping, cut this fairy tale, cut the peril and the pitfalls, cut the puppet and the whale, cut the monsters, cut the verses, keep the intro, cut the verses, and the waiting, the waiting, the waiting, the waiting, the waiting. But I know he'll appear, 'cause there are rules and there are strictures. I believe the storybooks I read by candlelight, my white knight and his steed will look just like these pictures. It won't be guarantee. Day number. Are you there, God? It's me, Fiona. It's me, Fiona. Now I know he'll appear, 'cause there are rules and there are strictures. I believe the storybooks I read by candlelight, my white knight, my knight and his steed will look just like these pictures. It won't be long now, I guarantee.
Day number 23.
Day number 9.
Day number 8,423.
I know it's today.
I know it's
I
today.
know it's today. Ooh.
I know it's today.
I know it's today. The last recital I did was very formal, and I had to bow after every song, and you go away and you come back, and that was college, and I don't like doing that. So, all right, this next song is called "My New Philosophy." It is from You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and many of you know, I'm sure, Charlie Brown. And Nate will be joining me for this song. Nate and I met at a Halloween party 2 years ago, and were kind of forced to sing a duet together. Do you remember this? I didn't know his name. I didn't know who he was, but they were like, "Oh, you both sing a duet," and we sang A Whole New World. You remember?
And it was pretty bomb.
It was pretty good, I feel like. Sure. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm taking my time. Okay.
So why are you telling me?
Huh?
Why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me?
Uh-huh.
I like it. That's a good philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me my new philosophy? The teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, "Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down." I should have told her my new philosophy. Miss B, I'm she. Look, see, a D, a D. Well, why are you telling me? And that's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me? My new philosophy. And like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep me moving. When life's a dizzy maze on alternating days, I choose a different phrase, my new philosophy.
Sally, some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Leave your message at the sound of the tone. Some philosophies pick and choose, deciding what goes in it.
Some take a lifetime.
Mine take a minute.
Oh, but Sally, anything that takes a minute isn't very lasting. For instance, Beethoven took over 2 years to write his famous Ninth Symphony. What? I can't stand it.
I can't stand it. I like it. It's like a guarantee, my new philosophy. And things are sure to be a whole lot brighter. Oh yeah, that's what you think. No, Why are you telling me? Now life is free and easy, much more philosophy-y with my brand new. You know, someone has said that we should live each day as if it were the last day of our lives.
It's the last day? I need to call my mom.
Clearly, some philosophies aren't for all people. And that's my new philosophy. When I worked in the mill, weaving at the loom, I'd gaze absent-minded at the roof, and half the time the shuttle would tangle in the threads, and the warp would get mixed with the woof. If I loved you, but somehow I can see just exactly how I'd be if I loved you. Time and again I would try to say all I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way, round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you'd go in the mist of day, never, never to know. If I loved you. Soon you'd leave me, off you'd go in the mist of day, never, never to know how I loved you. If I So my friend Ellie, who was supposed to sing with me on flight, she's sick, so she couldn't be here tonight. That's why we skipped flight and went right to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. But Ellie is a dear friend who I went to high school with, and her mom taught Kindermusik worked for my mom for several years, and actually she went to SIUE. Barbara's saying E. Okay, SIUE. And then she transferred to, I convinced her, I didn't mean to, but I convinced her to go out to Phoenix, Arizona, to GCU. Her mom loved me, and she moved all the way out there, and now she gets to work with Mark. So she is having a wonderful time there, but she wishes she could be here tonight. We're singing Once Upon a Time, is that what I'm doing? Okay.
Yeah, you can bring that over this way.
Oh, yeah, you're right. A good accompanist, you can just come in and sing, and I told him that I would need his help on some things, so. Once upon a time, a boy with moonlight in his eyes put his hand in mine and said he loved me so. But that was once upon a time, very long ago. Once upon a hill, we sat beneath the willow tree, counting all the stars and waiting for the dawn. But that was once upon a time. Now the tree is gone. How the breeze ruffled through his hair, how we always laughed as though tomorrow wasn't there. We were young and didn't have a care. Where did it go? Once upon a time, the world was sweeter than we knew. Everything was ours. How happy we were then. But somehow, once upon a time, never comes again. Where did it go? Once upon a time, the world was sweeter than we knew, and everything was ours. How happy we were then, but somehow, once upon a time, never comes When I was in junior high, I went to a fine arts camp called Blue Lake in Michigan. Michigan, right? And I brought Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid is an audition song. And then they did an audition workshop while I was at this camp that told us not to sing Disney songs for auditions. And I was like, well, I just auditioned for you with a Disney song, but I still got in, so it was fine. But at the audition workshop, they had one of the faculty sing a song, and that Once Upon a Time was the song that she sang, and I fell in love with it. And it's actually originally from a musical called All American and sung by a male, but I loved it so much I changed the words and sang it myself. And when I got home from the camp, I think it was like 3 weeks, when I got home, I was like, Mom, Dad, I have to look up this song. It's amazing. I loved it so much. You're not going to know it, though. They were like, what is it? I'm like, you're not going to know it. It's like this hidden gem, from an old musical. And I started singing it, and they were like, come on, we know that song. We know that song. So my parents know just about every song and have a song for everything. So this next, I need to move the mic away for this, right? Yeah. Okay. This next song is from an opera called The Old Maid and the Thief. And my senior year of college, I was in this opera, but because of COVID, we didn't get to actually perform it. But this song is called Steal Me, Sweet Thief, and it's sung by the maid Letitia. Letitia lives in a house, works for an old maid, the old maid and the thief, the old maid. And this young, handsome man comes to town, and he knocks on their door and asks if he can stay there. So the old maid, because he's kind of handsome, and Letitia, they let him stay there. And then all of these robberies start happening around town, and people start gossiping about it, and they're like, what's happening? And they're like, oh, it's probably Bob, right? His name's Bob. Yeah, Bob, that's staying in our house. He's this traveler. He's coming through and probably robbing. But he was a handsome young man, and they needed some excitement in their life, and he was living in their house, so they didn't tell anybody or turn him in. But Letitia works as a maid, and she wants Bob to steal her, be the thief, and take her away. And man, I'm singing a lot about love, I guess, but there we go. Anyway, she wants him to take her away. So this is Steal Me, Sweet Thief. Oh, I need my stool. Hang on. Next song is written on your program in German, but the translation of the title is actually Songs My Mother Taught Me. And the reason it's in German in your program is because my mom does not know I'm singing this piece. Well, she kind of does because she proofread my program, but when she got to that one, I was just like, oh, that's a short song, you don't know it. Because I've always loved this song. Through college, I loved it. I didn't sing it really in school, but it's called Songs My Mother Taught Me by Dvorak, and the song talks about songs my mother taught me long ago, and often her eyes were filled with tears, where if you know my mom, you know that it doesn't take much to make her cry like she's right now, which I love. And then the second verse of this song, oh, now I'm going to try not to cry. I can't sing when I cry. The second verse of this song, the translation is, now I teach children. And when I teach, I am also filled with emotion or tears. And I just thought this was the perfect song because I moved back here to work for my mom, and now we are a team, and we work every day teaching children together, and it is emotional for me to think how I went through the Kindermusik program, and now I'm a teacher myself, and it's so special to have my students here tonight and singing with me, and we're going to be a team, and we're going to go to Ethiopia and love on some kids and train some people to use Kindermusik, because we really believe that active music making will be really beneficial for those kids, for their development, for everything. So anyway, this is Songs My Mother Taught Me. It doesn't say that in your program because I was keeping it a secret. Songs My Mother Taught Me. I'm going to get a drink of water before I sing it. Sorry. That was kind of a nice lead-in, and then I should start singing. Songs my mother taught So now we have a video from the Ebenezer Shepherding Ministries of Africa website from their organization, which is the organization we've kind of partnered up with to go serve. I already told you that my mom went there in 2018, but Rachel and Argo, the couple who started this organization, they actually came through the U.S. on a tour to visit their sponsors, and they came through Bloomington, and so I got to meet them, and they are a wonderful couple, and I'm just super excited to go there because I love them, and I want to support what they do because it's awesome, but this will tell you a little bit about that ministry.
Kids that don't have a home. We get to help Ebenezer kids that don't have homes, and we get to help kids that don't have homes.
Ebenezer Grace was our first home. It started in 2010 with Monty.
Okay, Lance, you started.
Some of them are here because of harmful traditional belief, so they're victim of harmful tradition. Some of them are here because they lost their both parents. No relatives that want to take care of these children.
Before Ebenezer started, Argo and I had a huge desire to minister to the kids with special needs because we saw so many and we knew that something had to be done, and they're treated differently here, especially in the village where people don't understand that that is a child and you're not cursed just because your child has a disability. And so it had been on our hearts to have somewhere or a place to minister to the children with special needs.
The idea and vision behind Montucson was to create an environment where there is a smaller caretaker to child ratio, but also a mixed environment between typically developing children that have been abandoned, that need more individualized care, as well as those with special needs. The dynamic being that those that are typically developing would have a heart of compassion for those with special needs, but also that they would challenge the development of those with special needs. To create a family environment of brothers and sisters that are all part of this kingdom.
Our kids, whether they have a family or not, we are their family.
Check out this verbo. Look at me. Here I am, right where I belong. It's all I've been looking for and so much more. And now I'm here, now you're here. Nothing can go wrong 'cause I am right where I belong.
Why should I feel discouraged?
If I told you that there is a tried and true method that would help you land a TEDx song in the next 30 days, would you do it? Would you put yourself out?
Why should my heart feel so lonely and long for heaven and home when Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I am free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? And why should my heart feel so lonely and long for heaven and home, when I know that Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy, yes, and I sing because I am free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I know He watches me. And with compassion for the hurting, you reached out your hand as the lame ran to meet you and the dead breathed again. You saw behind the eyes of sorrow and shared in our fears as you pardoned the scoffer and showed grace to the thief. What boundless love, what fathomless grace you have shown us, O God of compassion. Each day we live an offering of praise as we show to the world your
We stood beneath the cross of Calvary and gazed on your face at the thorns of oppression and the wounds of disgrace.
For surely you have borne our suffering and carried our tears as you pardoned the scoffer and showed grace to the thief. What boundless love, what fathomless grace you have shown us, O God of compassion. Each day we live an offering of praise as we show to the world your
We stood beneath that carry this gospel of peace, of injustice in the valleys of need.
to be the voice of hope and healing, to answer the cries of the hungry and helpless with the mercy of Christ. What boundless love, what fathomless grace you have shown us, O God of compassion. Each day we live an offering of praise as we show to the world your compassion.
It's so special to sing with my students. I love singing with them. I was not planning to be a teacher. I went to school to be a performer, and that's what Mark and I did all through my college career. I performed throughout the Phoenix Valley, and then my senior year, I just felt like the Lord was calling me back to Bloomington Normal, Illinois, and I became a teacher, and I love it. I would not have it any other way. I love to perform, and thank you for allowing me to perform for you tonight, but I love being a teacher, and I love my students. So that, and also, I want to say, and Miss Grace, too. So Miss Grace, the other Miss Grace, I shouldn't say the other Miss Grace. We're starting a piano and voice studio in addition to our Kindermusik program and strings as well. And we had a piano teacher lined up, and she backed out at the last second, like a few weeks before we started lessons. And we had students lined up already, and we were just praying that the Lord would provide the right person. And I was standing right there, and Fred Martin walked up to me, you're here tonight, and said, "Do you remember this?" He's like, "No." And said, "Grace, you need to meet Grace. She's a musician too, you'll love her." And I was like, "Okay." And she said, "I'm a pianist, and I was a collaborative piano grad student." She was a collaborative piano grad student at ISU and double majoring in viola performance. And I was like, "Oh, maybe she." I was like, right then and there, "Do you teach piano?" And she said, "Yeah, a little bit." And I was like, "Can I get your number?" And she was a gift. She is a gift to our studio, and we love her. And thank you so much for playing with me tonight. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate it, and I would love to greet all of you after, but we have one final song that Nate's going to help me out with. Oh, that'd be great. Thanks. Before we leave, just kind of a fun one. This is from Annie Get Your Gun, the musical. I was in this show as a young one, and I played Little Jake, pants roll. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can shoot a partridge with a single cartridge.
I can get a sparrow with a bow and arrow.
I can live off bread and cheese.
And only on that?
You bet.
So can a rat.
Any note you can sing, I can sing higher.
Really, I can sing anything higher than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
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 Fair enough. All right. Yeah.
Anything else?
Take your bow.
God, try it.
Let me think. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Anything you can sing, I can sing softer.
I can sing anything softer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
I can drink my liquor faster than a flicker.
Woo, I can drink it quicker and get even sicker.
I can open any safe.
Without being caught?
Of course.
That's what I thought, you crook.
Any note you can hold, I can hold longer.
I can hold any note longer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. No, where do you keep the air? There's just not much room. Okay.
What else you got? I mean, come on.
Anything you can sing, I can sing faster.
I can sing anything faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
No,
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
I can jump a hurdle.
I can wear a girdle.
I can knit a sweater.
I can fill it better.
I can do most anything.
Can you make a pie?
No.
Neither can I.
Anything you can sing, I can sing sweeter.
Oh, I can sing anything sweeter than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
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 No, you can't.
Yes, I can.